When we think of the medieval monarchy, we tend to picture stoic, heroic leaders who brilliantly guided history from majestic thrones. But granting a human brain unlimited wealth and absolute authority rarely produces a strategic genius. The sheer weight of that power actively disconnects a ruler from reality. It strips away the basic survival instincts that keep the rest of us alive. Historians often document the threats posed by assassins and foreign invaders, but many medieval rulers fell to a far more intimate danger: their own profound lack of common sense. Absolute power eliminates accountability, turning the royal court into an isolated incubator for fatal, self-inflicted disasters. This vintage map shows the vast, sprawling territories of 14th century France, illustrating the immense geopolitical weight resting directly on the shoulders of King Charles VI. Despite controlling this massive empire at the height of his reign, Charles fell victim to a highly specific, debilitating mental condition known as glass delusion. He developed a terror-inducing, literal belief that his entire body was made of fragile glass. He was paralyzed by the fear that he would shatter into 1,000,000 pieces upon the slightest physical impact. To prevent this, he forbade all human contact. He even mandated that thick iron rods be sewn directly into his clothing to act as a protective structural casing. The highest authority in the nation became an isolated prisoner locked inside his own mind, where his absolute status ensured that no one could intervene in his spiraling delusions. We see a similar breakdown on the battlefield with the 9th century Viking warlord Sigurd the Mighty, where unaccountable power manifested as pure physical arrogance. Sigurd secured a definitive combat victory over his Scottish rival, male Brandy the buckteethed, ending the conflict by chopping off his enemy's head. Driven by unchecked ego, Sigurd decided to strap that severed head to his horse's saddle as a boastful trophy for the long ride home. As the horse galloped, the bouncing head's prominent, famous bucktooth repeatedly scratched Sigurd's leg. That deep scrape quickly festered into a lethal infection. His desperate need to gloat completely bypassed his basic survival instincts. This inflated royal ego ended up finishing a job the Scottish army couldn't. This institutional failure extended beyond individual ego, reaching all the way into the official royal support system of King Charles II of Navarre. In 1387, the king fell gravely ill. His unquestioned royal physician prescribed a highly flammable treatment, sewing the king tightly inside linen sheets soaked entirely in high-proof brandy. The royal staff encountered a fatal logistical bottleneck when a servant finishing the sewing job realized she didn't have any scissors to cut the final loose thread. Operating on medieval logic, the servant decided to burn the excess thread with an open candle flame. She instantly ignited the brandy-soaked monarch. When absolute authority forbids anyone from questioning the so-called experts, even a routine medical prescription can mutate into an explosive disaster. These powerful historical figures were not destroyed by masterful political schemes or highly coordinated rival armies. Their downfalls were purely mechanical, self-inflicted failures caused by the extreme isolation, hubris, and unquestioning enablers that often surround an absolute ruler. It is highly tempting to romanticize leaders who possess immense unchecked authority over their domains. Yet the patterns of history suggest that when a system is stripped of all accountability, it becomes inherently volatile, creating the conditions for catastrophic errors. So no matter how poor your daily decision-making might feel, you can rest easy knowing you haven't conquered a kingdom just to be killed by a dead man's teeth or accidentally burned yourself alive.